Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Daniel's Domain. I'm your host, the most, Brian Daniels. What's going on, everybody? On this video today, I want to talk about my thoughts on Microsoft and that rather misleading event they had a few days ago where they showcased all these great games. And don't get me wrong, a lot of those games are absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to check them out this fall, hopefully, with all things considered going on right now. Anyway, but they showcased a lot of great games, and they showed Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the problem was they claimed this was a gameplay reveal of these games, all of these games, you had the Medium, you had, I think it was a game called Scorn, there was a bunch of other ones too that just didn't have any gameplay. There was no actual gameplay. Even Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which we were led to believe was going to have gameplay, and even the guy said that, oh, we're looking at gameplay, right? Was not at all. There was no gameplay. There was no gameplay in any of these videos. It was all just in-engine game footage, meaning that it was just, they were just FMV, not FMV, but they were just like cutscenes. That was it. None of this was actual gameplay footage. And that leads me into my topic of discussion today, is the things that Xbox is doing wrong that's going to screw them over royally, sorry, I can't talk today, this coming generation that they are doing now, and that they have been doing this gen, that is just going to make absolutely no sense. Such as what the word exclusive means. Because apparently Microsoft, for some weird reason, doesn't really seem to get the idea of an actual exclusive. Because let's face it, Sony, that's the one thing that they're getting right, and that's what they've been getting right this entire gen with the PlayStation 4, is exclusives. They know what an exclusive is. And I thought forever that I knew what an exclusive was. Well, apparently Microsoft is trying to tell us that we've been wrong about what the word exclusive really means, and quite frankly, it's messed up. For some reason, this console generation, Microsoft decided to put their games, their quote-unquote exclusives, not just on the Xbox One, but also on the PC. Because let's face it, they want to be able to broaden their horizons and get their games in the hands of as many people as possible, especially when they royally messed up. I'm going to keep saying it. At the 2013 E3 press conference, where they just basically handed a W to Sony. They just gave them a win. And they've been trying to play catch-up ever since, and partially that's, I believe, the reason why they wanted to put their exclusive also on PC. But this also did lead to Game Pass being a thing, which is great because it allows you to play all their exclusives, which they don't have much of, day one, the day they're released. And there's some other games that even come out day one that aren't exclusives that are also going to be on the Xbox One the day they're released, such as the recent Yakuza 0, which came out day one and was on Game Pass, the Yakuza 1 remaster, Yakuza Kiwami, and it's also rumored that Yakuza Kiwami 2, which is essentially the remaster of Yakuza 2, is also going to be on Xbox One day one, but these are not exclusives, so there's that. However, let's talk about what the word exclusive means, and what it's supposed to mean, and how Microsoft is royally messing up with this. See, an exclusive is something that you can only find at a particular place, such as a store, or on a television channel, and also in the terms of a video game world, it's an exclusive that you can only play on a particular platform, such as a PC, Xbox, Nintendo, and a Sony PlayStation. Now the thing about this is that exclusives have, for the longest amount of time, been a subject of a lot of controversy over the years in the gaming world, which I think is kind of weird. There's some people who say exclusives are anti-consumer because they're forcing people to buy a specific thing to play a specific title on, which, let's face it, that's kind of been how things have just been. Like, Fox has The Simpsons. You're not going to go to ABC and watch The Simpsons. It just doesn't work that way. That exclusivity has been around since the beginning of media itself, because let's face it, you can only go find certain radio shows on certain radio stations because they are exclusive to that. So people saying that it's anti-consumer, I don't understand. I can't wrap my head around that argument, because let's face it, it makes no sense. And so Microsoft decided this generation, because they were getting their asses kicked by Sony in the exclusive department, that they weren't really focused. Even Phil Spencer was like, we're not too focused on console sales. Well, yeah, because you lost on even before day one in 2013. You guys lost. It was over. When you guys introduced DRM and did all the stupid things you did, they were bad choices. They bit you in the ass. And now you have to play catch up and make up for it. So Phil Spencer has decided we're not going to worry too much about console sales. We're going to focus on games. And they did a great job of that by, giving people the ability to play their games. All their exclusives, like Master Chief Collection, just came out, I think, last year or this year on PC. Forza Horizon, you can play on PC. Forza Motorsport, you can play on PC. Ori and the Will of the Wisp, that just came out, you can play on PC. So they are getting games, their exclusives, in the hands of people by not making them have to buy their console. Because let's face it, Microsoft basically flat out stated, they've stated a couple times, they're not too focused on the console sales game. But then why are you even making the console? Then what's the whole point of an Xbox Series X if, say, I can go play Halo Infinite on a PC? There's no point. So Microsoft's biggest mistake is that they don't know what an exclusive is. And I think it's still odd to hear them say console exclusive or exclusive when it's not an exclusive if I can go play it on my PC. Especially the heavy hitters like Gears 5, for instance, is an Xbox, I think it's Xbox Play Anywhere initiative. So that allows you to play it on your Xbox One or your PC and leave where you left off and all that stuff with the story mode. That is not going to sell consoles. If you want people to buy your console, you make them have to get Gears 5 on a Xbox One and not give them that ability to play it on a PC, because then it's not an exclusive anymore. You can't, Gears of War, that franchise, you can't say it's an exclusive now, because it's not. It's just not. The same with Halo. Excuse me. That entire franchise is no longer an exclusive. The entire franchise. Because you can now play all of it. Halo 1 through 5 and Reach, as well as the other one. I forget what that one was called. Halo, Jesus, this escapes me right now. But you can't play those games on just an Xbox anymore. Now, you can play them all on a PC. Thus giving you zero reason to play Master Chief on an Xbox. It just blows my mind. It's kind of like how Sony fanboys are probably mad that I can now play, or anybody can now play, the entire Kingdom Hearts story on Xbox. You don't need all these consoles. You don't need a DS. You don't need a 3DS. You don't need a PlayStation, for that matter. You can just go buy them all on the Xbox, and that's it. It's kind of like how I was so mad last gen when they screwed the pooch with Mass Effect. Xbox did. One of the biggest, if not the best, RPG, sci-fi RPG series to ever hit the video game world was originally exclusive on the Xbox 360, the first game. But then they screwed the pooch with EA and BioWare, and they made Mass Effect 2 and 3 for the PlayStation. I don't get it. They lost a huge exclusive right there. But that's the thing with Microsoft, is they're kind of weird. They're kind of almost as weird as Nintendo. But Nintendo does the right kind of weird, because at least they don't have Mario Odyssey on PC. You can't go to Steam and download a copy of Breath of the Wild and play it on PC. No, they are forcing people, as they should, because that's how it works, to go and buy a Nintendo Switch. I mean, look at it right now. They're so not in stock right now that's almost next to impossible to find a Nintendo Switch because of the current global situation that I can't say, because YouTube is stupid because they are banning people for saying the word or showing the word or whatever on screen. Nintendo Switch is killing it in console sales. But Microsoft, you gotta stop. You have to decide if you really want exclusives. And you have to decide if you really want people to buy your console, because let's face it, you can have all of these not real exclusives, like the Medium and all this and that. But if I have a gaming PC and I don't have a Series X, you have given me zero reason to care even about your Xbox Series X, because why would I go spend another, let's face it, probably going to be $500 to $600 on the Xbox Series X when I can just wait until these games come out on PC? Kind of weird. So there's that. So that's just the main thing that Microsoft has to stop doing, is stop with this whole we don't know what an exclusive really is business, because it's just ridiculous. It makes no sense. It's going to kill their sales. You have to stop pretending that they have exclusives when they don't. The other thing, too, is they got to stop doing this stuff like they did this week with this whole gameplay reveal event. That's the other thing that's been ridiculous about gaming this currently is, showing a trailer and saying it's gameplay, and it's not gameplay. We are gamers. We know when a game is actually being played. We know when there's a HUD. We know games have HUDs. We know Assassin's Creed has a HUD. We know Gears of War has a HUD. We know God of War has a HUD. They all have a heads-up display to let us know that we are playing the game. If you're showing a bunch of trailers and citing them as gameplay, we know you're just full of it. There's no way that you can sit there and tell me that it was gameplay. But here's the good thing. Aaron Greenberg of Microsoft said on Twitter the other day that he acknowledges the fact that there were some mistakes made and that there were some promises that we as gamers were going to receive from them, and they're going to look at that and learn from it in the future. No, I'm glad you admitted it, but actually do the right thing next time. Don't say something is gameplay when it's not. We want to see gameplay, because a game can look amazing in a cinematic trailer, but that doesn't mean it's going to look that way when it's in our hands and we're playing it day one. So those are just a couple things that Microsoft, you gotta just stop making these stupid mistakes. You've got a lot to live up to, especially now when we're going up against the PlayStation. You're going up against the PlayStation 5, which no one knows what the hell this thing's going to look like, and or what's going to do, or what's capable of. But you have already thrown yourselves out there with your console, your specs, and everything else. You showed us, Major Nelson showed us the new boot screen, which is weird because it's Xbox, which is kind of odd. I don't know, maybe are they not? What's the whole point of having the series stuff? Just give them cool names. Like Scorpio would have been a dope name. Anaconda would have been a dope name. You could have gave your whole entire product line really dope reptilian names. I'd have been okay with that. Hell, Xbox T-Rex would have been dope. I'd have been cool with that too. Or they could have called it Xbox TX for Tyrannosaurus Rex or some crazy thing like that. I'd have loved that. But Series X just, I don't know, whatever. I guess the name doesn't really all matter that much, right? As long as it works, right? So anyway, if you like this video, you know what to do. I'm not going to beg for all that stuff. If you didn't like this video, you also know what to do. You do that too. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of the Xbox Series X and the controversy and everything surrounding it, and what happened this week with that gameplay event as well. And I promise some more videos will be on this channel. I'll be pumping out some more content as I'm watching what's going on in the video game industry. Other than that, my name is Brian Nails. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Until next time, see ya!